Hey, y'all, happy Saturday. I figure I'll come through here really quick and do a little express train. Now, I know the express train late, but I've been running them doing errands today, but I got some stories we're going to talk about, okay? So we're going to have a nice little express train. So it's trending topics, and it's titled Black Men. The black men seem to be going through it. Now, Diddy's not on the docket because I know y'all sick of Diddy, but they did get another subpoena for a Miami hotel. They want all the records. They want to know how they paid. Did they pay in cash? Did they pay by credit card? Who made the reservations? They want surveillance footage. They trying to get Diddy before the end of the year. They do not want 2024 to go out without them locking Diddy up. Diddy better watch out because they coming for him. But he ain't on the docket tonight, but we are talking black men. So this guy, he goes through the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A. You know, a lot of these, what do you call it, fast food restaurants, whether you are going through the drive-thru or you are in the physical building, when you place your order, they say, what's your name? And, you know, I say Diva. So then when you get, you know, Starbucks, they have Diva on the cup. You go to Chick-fil-A or some other restaurant, when your order's ready, they go Diva. So he's going through the drive-thru. And in the drive-thru, he said his name was Marquise. And somehow from Marquise, they got Monkey. And they wrote Monkey, and Monkey, when he got his order, it said Monkey on it. And he lost his mind. He went in, he spoke to the manager, but I will say this, the manager actually handled it extremely well. Yes, the manager did. The manager handled it well. The manager actually said, I apologize. Okay, I see you paid by card. I'm going to go in and give you a refund. I'm going to give you your money back. And then that wasn't enough for him. He went and parked his car. He went into the physical Chick-fil-A and he wanted to speak to the person who actually took his order and wrote Monkey on the slip. And the manager said, absolutely not. That person is going home. The person is a minor. So many people were saying to him, can you give this minor a break? They only wrote what they thought they heard. Now, listen, I don't know how you get Monkey from Marquise, but I'm just trying to tell y'all what he had said had happened and what they said had happened and how the people are asking him, can you please cut this little minor a break? We're going to talk about it. I don't know how I feel about it, but you know, when you speaking over the mics, a lot of people, they don't understand what I be saying. But why would you think somebody's physical name is Monkey? I don't know. But listen, it's Saturday night. We're just going to talk about it. Okay? Then we got, I don't know how many of y'all would know this actor. He's from my time period. Know that show, Different Strokes? Well, Gary Coleman, when he died, it wasn't of natural causes. It was an accident. He found himself on the bottom of the stairs, right? There was blood. a head injury. His wife was there. Okay, come on, Natasha. You're gonna have to tell me about the doctor. Okay, come on, we gotta talk. Okay. His wife was there. She called 911. And yeah, that's right. Come on now, Rebels. What you talking about, Willis? So she called 911 and she's like, he's downstairs, there's blood. I can't go down there, I can't help him. Who can't help their husband? And so they said, well, we need you to put pressure on the room. We are trying to send somebody. So she yells downstairs to the injured husband, Gary Coleman, and said, Gary, I know you bleeding out and your head is injured, but they said put pressure on it. What person that is injured is going to be able to lift their hand up and put pressure on their own injury? Listen, the other sad part of his story is that he made $18 million, you know, when throughout his career when he was younger and his parents were in charge, and they changed the rules on child actors now. Yes, they have, because of situations like Gary Coleman. So he sued his parents. If you kind of remember the story, he sued his parents, saying his parents robbed him blind. He had a rough life. Oh, good God, Stephanie, you say he chose her? Good. Listen, he didn't know she was allegedly going to push him down the stairs. But we're going to talk about it. Then we got this tragedy with Fatman Scoop. Okay, in the entertainment industry, doing a show. He's on the stage and he just dies, passed out. They was giving him CPR. They was trying to help him. It did not work out. But ironically, I don't know how old the video is. I don't know if it's a couple weeks, couple months ago. He said he had got COVID. But then he said it was cellulite. It was a whole lot of stuff. But you know what? The moral of that story is we have got to go for our preventive care, our checkups. You can't ignore stuff. A lot of Black men are infamous for this. Don't like to go to the doctor, like to ignore stuff, won't eat right. 53 years young, and he's gone, just like that. Very sad. Many of people in the music industry are pouring their hearts out, saying how much he was loved. And at 53, he's gone. Probably could have still been here. He even talked himself about his bad eating habits. Sad. But we're going to talk about it. So let me go ahead and bring the people in the building, because I'm glad you're here hanging out with me, but I do know it's late, okay? For some of us, it depends on your time zone, but it's late. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the people on in the building. Y'all know what I need in the chat in order for me to bring the people in the building. I need a what, y'all? I need a choo-choo. Hold aboard, everybody. It is Saturday Night Trending Topics, and we're talking Black man. A Black man went into the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A, and he said they wrote on his ticket, monkey. We got Gary Coleman. Lived a tragic life, ended it tragically, at the bottom of the stairs in his family home with his wife, and his wife talking about she can't go down there to help, and told 911, send somebody quick, because it's not looking good. There's a lot of blood. Child, I don't know how people sleep at night. And then we're going to talk about Fatman Scoop. Let me go ahead and bring the people on in the building. Hey, Felicia.
Hey, Diva.
Hey, in my opinion.
Hey, Diva. Choo choo.
Choo choo. Hello, Dustin.
Hello, Diva. Been a long
How
time no see.
I know, long time no see. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start with this first story. We might as well just get into this Chick-fil-A story. I hope nobody's hungry. Okay, they don't call this man what do they call him? A
I
monkey.
am.
Okay, so we're gonna let's get into this story. Everybody, mute your lines while I go through this story. Okay, so black man left horrified when Chick-fil-A drive-through order lists his name as monkeys. Okay, a Maryland man is accusing his local Chick-fil-A of racism after he received his to-go order with the name monkeys on it. Marquise went through the drive-through at La Plata on August 23rd and ordered chicken strips, fries, and an iced tea lemonade drink, he told Today. When the employee then called out an order for monkeys instead of Marquise, who is black, he was shocked to learn it was his, okay? Your heart had that little sting in it. That's what it felt like, he told Today. You start to think about all the other incidents that may have occurred that you heard about on the news with racial profiling. Marquise spoke with the on-duty manager who apologized and offered to refund his order. I'm going to write a letter to corporate about this. This is very offensive, Marquise told the manager in a video of the conversation he shared on Instagram. He also shared a video of the moment he went inside the store to confront the drive-thru employee, but was denied the opportunity to speak with him by the manager. Some social media commenters suggested the drive-thru intercom system was to blame for the offensive misprint, though Marquise told Today that he placed the order directly with a young white male who was standing outside the store taking orders. The store owner, John Flatley, later told Marquise that he was not terminating an employee because they were under the age of 18. Marquise was also told that the employee had written down a name they heard, he said. This Chick-fil-A is independently franchised and owned. The franchisee of this restaurant has apologized to the guests. Chick-fil-A's corporate marketing department told Today of the incident. However, this experience does not meet our expectations and is unacceptable. Marquise said that he hoped the employee in question will become more socially aware after the incident. I believe this should be that he should be held accountable for what he's done, Marquise said. When Marquise's own children, who are now adults, stepped out of line, they had to deal with the consequence, he added. I understand he's a young man. He's 17, still learning, but he also needs to know that there are consequences when you do things like that. Now, I had a video. Let me just see if I could pull it back up that he actually shared of the incident. Okay, so just give me 1 second. I'm going to show it to y'all. Okay, so hold on 1 second. Let me stop sharing. And let's share the screen again. Now, this is attention. He wrote the letter to the headquarters, okay, on August 27th. Dear Mr. Kathy, I would like to take this time to express my outrage and disgust over an appalling incident I experienced at Chick-fil-A in La Plata, Maryland. On this past Friday, August 23rd, at approximately 8 p.m., I placed the order through the drive-thru, speaking directly to a young white male. When I reached the pickup window and received my order and drink, I was shocked to see that the label on my order read monkeys instead of my name, Marquise, which I had clearly communicated to the drive-thru team member. I immediately spoke to a lady who identified herself as a manager on duty, but never gave her name, even though the incident was being recorded. She did apologize and agreed there's no excuse and that monkeys is not even close to Marquise. This manager also reached in my van and pulled the label off my bag, which was evidence to prove the racial name given to me by the young man that took my order, and further stated that she would issue a refund for what she called an inconvenience. The racist and derogatory labeling is not only deeply offensive, but also humiliating. A 52-year-old African-American adult male. The sheer hurt of seeing the word takes me back to a painful history one where my ancestors endured the same dehumanizing racism that was meant to strip away their dignity. The fact that such a vile slur was used so casually in this day and age is a stark reminder that trauma of those times is still very much alive. I have been a loyal customer. Frequently, I did have the opportunity to speak to the store owner, John Flatley, on Sunday, August 25th, 2024, at approximately 1:24 p.m. During that 20-minute conversation, Mr. Flatley did apologize, but it's clear that he is culturally insensitive and showed no compassion whatsoever. At one point during this conversation, Mr. Flatley asked me, if you were in my shoes, what would you do? When I asked him if the team member took my order will be terminated, his response was no. I spoke with him. He's 17 years old and told me that he put down the name he thought he heard. You say so. I stand with him and will not terminate him. I didn't ask Mr. Flatley if he ever heard of a human being named Monkey. He said no. I didn't ask if it was a black man working the drive-through and a white man named Harold placed an order and the black team member put his name as Hunky, or if it was a white woman named Peggy and the black team member put her name as Pig. Would your actions to discipline the team member be the same? Mr. Flatley chose not to answer and ended the call. Okay, so that is the drive-through, and that's the proof of guest name is Monkey. Okay, and they put your license plate, so I'm surprised he put it up there, but he wanted to prove that he wasn't lying. Okay, it's funny though, at the bottom of the ticket, it says team member name is Kayla, but we're going to carry on. Hold on.
Video, not you, but I'm putting this on video. Where's the manager?
I'm the manager. I'm sorry, I don't want to be a video. I was just stepping up.
Okay, so
can I have you pull up, sir? I'm gonna talk to you up here.
All right. The Chick-fil-A and the plate. All right, so what's your excuse for why this person?
There is no excuse. What was the name that you gave him?
I told him Marquise. That's not even close to Marquise.
No, sir, it's not. And I'm gonna go ahead and have a talk with him right now.
I'm going to write a letter to corporate about this. This is very offending.
And I agree, and I'm so sorry that you even had to go through this. So what I'm gonna go ahead and put in a refund for you for the inconvenience. I'm gonna go ahead and have a talk with them. I'm so sorry about this.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Let me go handle this one. Right. You pay with the card, correct?
I'm putting this on video, not you, but I'm putting this on video. I'm about to go inside. This Chick-fil-A down here in La Plata. Talk to this guy who was at the drive-thru. How you doing? Is the guy who was at the drive-thru who wrote monkeys on my receipt, is he available? Nobody can answer my question?
I'm sorry, sir. What was your question?
I asked them. They ignored me. I said, is the guy who wrote monkeys on my receipt, is he available? I want to talk to him.
No, sir. I can't have you speak to him right now.
Is he still here?
He's leaving.
Okay. I'm going to make sure that this video goes viral. I'm about to go inside.
This is loaded. Felicia, your thoughts?
Good evening, everybody. Hello, happy Saturday. Okay, so I didn't get to greet Dustin and Katrina. So it's
good to see you, Felicia.
Same here. It's almost as though a person can't make a mistake anymore. And he's referring to this employee as this guy, and I understand he's 17. So to me, he's still a child. The manager was so professional and so thoughtful, immediately apologizes, comes out. She doesn't have any sense of aggression or anything like that. Let me see what happened. Let me check it out. Let me do X, Y, Z. Let me give you the refund. Yeah, okay, because blah, blah, blah. And then you read that very long statement that he sent to corporate about his people and what it triggered in him and blah, 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 blah. People can make mistakes, especially young people. You were apologized to. But you're going to go viral because this is something about you and your ancestors. And honestly, and we can go there, I could write it by myself, but I'm wondering how many times has Marquise Venezuela used racial slurs in his music, talking to his fellow friends? Who is he that he needed to go viral when a young person made a mistake? You were apologized to. You're not going to get money from Chick-fil-A for your retirement, sir. You might get a free meal. You've gotten an apology. Keep it moving. All of that energy over a Chick-fil-A sandwich. No. And when you're really insulted and you're really offended, you don't go back. He didn't put that in there. I will no longer be a client, a customer of your establishment. Perhaps you should change how you take people's orders. None of that. No, he want to go viral. He want to have a moment. Looks like he's in an expensive vehicle and he wants Chick-fil-A to pay for it. I'm done.
So does it give you more context when he says, have you ever known anybody to be named Monkey?
I have gone into the Chick-fil-A. I hear them call out some kind of weird names on these orders. People pretty much, when I've been in there, kind of know when your order should be ready. Okay? I don't even know why they do that. Why they just don't give a damn number. Hello? Because this isn't the first time someone got called out of their name on one of these orders. So that's really what Chick-fil-A should do. And the other one was Starbucks. You did the story, Diva. Remember with the guy in the Starbucks? And he said they missaid his name. He got all outraged too. Come on. You know what? I've been saying that these 70s babies, these people, y'all in trouble.
Yeah. I got more. I feel more when he spoke to the owner of this Chick-fil-A, and he clearly asked the owner if a woman said Peggy and wrote pig, would your story be different? And the owner hung up on him. If the person said Harold and the person wrote hunky, would your stance be different? He hung up. He refused to answer that. This is messy. This is real messy. In my opinion, your thoughts?
So there's different levels to a mistake to me. Okay. I don't know nobody on the face of the earth that don't know black people have been associated with monkeys and apes and gorillas and all the rest of that good old stuff. I just feel like for him to put that down, even if you thought that's what they said, I would have double checked. Excuse me, what was that, sir? At least get it correct. Because if I heard somebody say monkey, I'm gonna be like, who? You said what? I can't write that down. I'm sorry. This is a business. But here's the thing. When you working, you have to train people that if they don't understand or they didn't hear it correctly to get clarification. Nobody wants to feel like they're being called out of their name, disrespected, none of that. That's the same as if we went in there and somebody wrote B on your paper. You wouldn't want to be classified as no B. Like, I just feel like it's very disrespectful to call somebody outside their name. If you didn't understand it, say, can I get the spelling of it or something? But don't. We too old for this.
I know people that get emotional if you spell their name wrong. This is a lot. But where he got me was when he actually spoke to the owner, and the owner did nothing but gaslight him. And when he asked the owner a very good question, the owner hung up the phone. And the owner's only response was, I'm not going to change something. He didn't say, I'm going to retrain the people. I'm going to do this. He said he's 17. That's all he said, is he's 17. Not like maybe Felicia said, y'all know they trying to get personal, but it's hard to get personal when people have all different kind of names, and maybe somebody won't understand and won't be able to spell it. Just your number is 15. That's it. Just say your order number is 15. That's how they did it back in the day. But so for some reason, Starbucks and all of them, because right now on my cup here, I got my name spelled on here. But the only reason why they got my name right is because I got an app. And the app, when I scan it, it pulls up my name. But before that, they spelled my name all kinds of crazy ways. Go back to the numbers and you won't have to get crazy. Your order is number 17. When you hear number 17 is on your receipt. And when you hear number 17, come pick up your order. Stop trying to get it personal and something like this happened. But the man made a very good point that triggered something in me. Who do you know name is Monkey? And then he wrote Marquise. Maybe Marquise, monkeys, I don't know, but it's messy. Katrina, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna just say I hope he made a mistake on that. But then again, as the world goes around right now, we don't know because how we being classified. And like you said, back in the day, when McDonald's, they just call your number. They don't put no name or anything on it. And if you wasn't sure about that person's name, you should have just clarified. In my opinion, Felicia said, you should have clarified that person's name because, like you just said, Diva, who name is Monkey? Are you trying to be funny because you 17 years old? So what you saying? You started when you was young, calling black people monkeys, and your boss think it's okay? Regardless of the fact, he should have at least said, well, he's going to get a disciplinary action or he's going to be talked to instead of trying to protect him or whatsoever. He should have suffered the consequences of that. And giving somebody back some food because they was called out his name, that's the least of your problems. And Chick-fil-A is good for this. I'm not saying they're good for calling people out their name, but you do the history on Chick-fil-A and you will see the background of Chick-fil-A. And like Felicia said, not one time did he say, I won't go back there and give these people my money. So are you still going to go back and give these people your money when you didn't get the satisfaction from about the complaint that you made? They didn't give you no satisfaction by giving money back. But still around, you got it on YouTube that you was called a monkey. So we'll see how that goes. Because like I said, it doesn't make sense. Maybe he got the name mixed up. We always get names and stuff mixed up because of these names. But you should have clarified it to make sure this is what this person's name was. Because I have never knew a person named Monkey. But we'll see. That's all I got, Diva.
I appreciate you. Well, see, the thing with Chick-fil-A is they're a very religious company. They do not open on Sunday. There's no state, no town, nowhere where you ever find a Chick-fil-A open on a Sunday. They don't do it. So my thing is, that's why it's problematic too. But if you notice, the headquarters for Chick-fil-A said this is problematic. But that particular franchise is owned, outside of whatever. So I guess as a franchise owner, you can kind of do what you want to do. But I do think overall, it's problematic. And I felt like the person who took the order was the guy that the girl tapped that was doing the garbage. Because why would she tap him? She said, how can I help you? And he said, I want to speak to the guy that took my order. She turned around and tapped him and he just was looking. And then the manager said he's going home. I felt like that was the guy, but I also will say this. I feel like the manager did the right thing. She did the right thing, and I felt like the manager handled it well. But I also felt like the manager pulled that receipt or whatever, that tag off the bag, because she wanted that whole thing to go away, because that tag is on your bag, but they still give you a physical receipt. And the reason why I know is because at one point my son was hooked on Chick-fil-A. So the tag is on the bag so that the people in the restaurant that are bagging the food know what to put in there. Oh, chicken strips, fries, this sauce, blah, blah, blah. And then they hand it, but you still get a physical receipt. So she could have simply asked him for his receipt, but I think she wanted to pull that off of there because she wanted that whole situation to just go away. But it was too late. He filmed it, but I give him this. He told her, I'm filming it. And maybe that helped her handle it the right way in a calm manner too, because she knew it was being filmed. I don't know. But either way, I'm going to say this. It was messy. It was wrong. And at the very low end, some training needs to happen at that particular facility. And maybe just the company as a whole should get do away with putting names on people's stuff, because it's even just regular names. Sometimes people spell Catherine different. Some people spell it with a C, some people spell it with a K, and people get emotional. Well, no, I'm Catherine with a K. It's like, all right, but Catherine, it's your bag, right? I put a C. I'm sorry. Forget the names and go back the numbers. Felicia, you want to say something before I move on?
Yeah, I wanted to say two things. I've been told that the people at Chick-fil-A pray over the chicken every time they get it before they serve it to the thousands of people. I'm not making that up.
Okay.
They're known for praying over the chicken. And I'm really damn tired of these chicken stories, from Vera through the man who had the plastic in the damn chicken, and this one who got to go get a chicken sandwich and he don't want to give it up. I'm really disgusted, because for me, it always comes down to economics. Okay. So you don't do business with them anymore. You got insulted. You wrote, they doubled down on their disrespect to you. Don't go there no more. And don't encourage people around you to go anymore. Ever since you showed that Applebee's story, I don't even put my hand on a door to an Applebee's. I'm not going in there, even though I know that family got justice. I'm like, this is how they treat people. This is how they treat their customers. I'm not going in there. And I think what annoyed me with him is that he said, well, this story is going to go viral. What do you want to accomplish? Are you trying to change things, or you just want to be mad about your bad chicken sandwich and being called out of your name? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
And he'll be back there next week.
Oh, no, now he's going to
be back. Yes, he will.
His nuggets and his sauce. And his lemonade iced tea. No, I cannot. Okay. I cannot. Okay. All right. Let's move into this Gary Coleman story, which is loaded. It's pretty sad. But the reason why it's coming up, because I want to say on, somebody help me out what platform it is on. But whatever platform it is currently on, they did the Gary, thank you, in my opinion. They did the Gary Coleman documentary. And with this documentary, his wife is being accused pretty much of, his demise. I'll say it that way. So I went and found the old, the old 911 call. And it's messy. So we're going to listen to the call first, and then I'll back into the story. So let me share a screen.
Santa, can you tell? What's the problem? Tell me what's happened. I just saw I had my husband go make me some food downstairs. He just got home. I heard this big bang. I went downstairs, blood everywhere. I don't know if he's okay. I'm not down there right now because I have seizures. If I get stressed out, I'm going to seize. Okay, do you know what happened? Did he fell? Or? His head is bloody. There's blood all over the floor. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. I just heard this bang and I went down there. He's on the floor. And what type of thing? Huh? What type of thing? What type of what? What type of thing? Like, was it loud, like a crash? Like he fell? Like he fell, yeah. Send someone quick, because I don't even know if he's going to be alive, because there's a lot of blood on the floor. Is there any way you can go down there at all? I'll try. I don't know. I mean, I can't. How old is your husband? 42. Okay, good. Somebody else is taking down the ambulance. I'm going to stay on the line with you, okay? Well, Yeah. Is there anyone else there with you that can go downstairs? No. Okay. I've just been kind of sick, and I don't want to be traumatized right now. Is he conscious? I don't know. No, he was like bubbling at the mouth and stuff. Hold on. Gary. Okay. Do you know if he's breathing? He's moving. I can hear him making noise. You can hear him moving? Mm-hmm. Gary, are you okay? Stay where you are. Don't move, Gary. Can you tell him to put pressure on the wound? Well, it's on the back of his head. Okay, but he needs to still try and put pressure on the wound if he's talking to you. Gary, you gotta put pressure on your wound. What happened? Don't, Gary, don't. Don't fall. No, Roxy.
She's full of crap. I don't know. It's a lot of noise, but she said she don't know what happened. She didn't go down there, but she knew the wound was at the back of his head. She said she can't go down there to check on him, so just hurry up and send somebody. This is messy. How do you know where the wound was and you claim you didn't go down there?
Can you tell me where he is and help him? He's lethargic. I can't really help him. I just need help quick. Okay, I've got him on the way. I'm just trying to help you out until we get there, okay? Okay. So I just can't be here with the blood. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't. I have my dog. Come on. Stay like that, okay? What is wrong? Hey, so he fell while he was cooking, or what happened? I don't know. I just heard this big... Yeah, I don't know what happened. He fell, and I don't know. Okay. And there was blood all over, and I can't do anything. Okay. Where is he at now? On the floor in the kitchen. And he's just sitting there. He's sitting up now, but he's like not. I mean, his head's all bloody in the back. And I can't drive because, like I said, I have seizures, and I've been sick, and, I can't do anything right now. And, Oh my God, I don't even know what happened. I just asked him, can you go make me some food? And, and he's like, yeah. And he hit his head, and I don't know. I know it's from his head, though, because I looked at the back of his head and saw bloody and gross, and, so. And what's your name? Shannon Price. Okay. And so he's conscious now? He's conscious, but okay, he is conscious. He's not like with it. And I don't know if he had a seizure. I don't know if he just hit his head and fell. Because he was kind of like, he wasn't like convulsing or anything, but you know what I mean? Okay. Hold on one second. I can't really get around as it is, you know what I mean? Shannon, can you tell him to try and put pressure on the back of his head? No, can't. It's like all bloody, and I'm not trying to do. He's not with it. I asked him. I said, can you put? Okay, but keep asking him until he does it, because he may not be able to understand what you're saying. So, is there any way you can go in there and at least give him a towel? Hold on, yeah. Okay. I can try and find one for him. I'm just panicked. I don't know what to do. I know it's a dragon, like a freaking crazy person. Hold on, let me try and see. When are they going to be here, They're on their way. It just depends on where in the city they were when we called them out. Gary. I just don't want him to die. I'm freaking out, like, really bad. I understand. We just need to try and get some help. So we need to try and get that. Don't move. Stay there, okay? You have to put this on your head. Oh, keep pressure on this, okay? Hold this. And your body like, freaking over. Don't move. Okay. I don't even know why you're standing. Here. Tell him he needs to sit down. You need to sit down. Sit down. Harry, sit down. Whoa. Look at the floor. Sit down. Oh, sit down. Okay. You gotta sit, okay? And keep that. Okay, can you check the front door? I have somebody that's just calling up now. You guys can come in. Tell them to come in. Okay. Just tell them to walk in. I'm gagging. I got blood on myself. I can't deal. Can you go to the front door? They can come in. I know, but I want you to go to the front door. If it's making you gag, I want you to go to the front door and open it for him. It's open. It's open. He's going up now. I just can't stand very long without, you know. Okay. And I'm like panic stricken, and I want you to let me know when the officers are with you, okay? He's here right now. Okay, then I'm going to let you go, okay, Shannon? Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, bye. Bye.
That was the messiest phone call ever from a so-called wife whose husband is in distress. She says she can't deal with the blood. She don't know. He hit his head, this, that, and the other. What a hot, flaming mess. Let me go to the story. So wife was tragic, different strokes star Gary Coleman unalived by his wife Shannon Price. New doc spotlights shocking theory. So 14 years ago, Gary Coleman's death was ruled an accident amid a war over his estate and massive controversy over his wife pulling the plug on his life support. RadarOnline.com can now reveal the beloved pint-sized star of the 1980s sitcom Different Strokes may not have died of natural causes. The shocking new documentary, Gary, which premiered on Thursday, August 29th on Peacock, has raised astonishing fresh allegations his wife, Shannon Price, could have been behind his untimely death at 42. Coleman, who shot to fame as the wisecracking Arnold Jackson on Different Strokes, was one of Hollywood's brightest child stars. But his life after the smash show was riddled with lawsuits, scandal, and financial ruin. By the time he died on March 28, 2010, his once promising career had tragically transformed into a cautionary showbiz tale. Coleman's death was initially ruled an accident after he suffered a fall in his Utah home. Medical examiners said his tumble sparked a fatal intracranial hemorrhage, but Gary suggests there may have been a far more sinister truth behind the tragedy. Coleman's longtime friend and former business manager Dion, as well as the late actors pal Darren and Brandy, cast huge doubt on the official narrative, with all fingers pointing at Price. Their friends and others are skeptical about Coleman's injuries being caused by a simple fall due to his short stature. He said, "We are absolutely stumped because there were way too many questions with no answers." Nord echoed Coleman's ex-manager, branding the circumstances of his death suspicious. Price's actions on the day of Coleman's fall were also spotlighted. A chilling 911 call reveals her reluctance to assist her injured husband, with Price telling the operator from the scene of his apparent fall, "No, I can't. It's like all bloody, and I'm not trying to. He's not with it." Price defends herself, saying, "I didn't touch him. Nothing happened." The documentary also says light on Coleman's troubled relationship with his parents, who are accused of misappropriating his earnings. Despite raking in more than $18 million during his career, Coleman saw little of the cash, leading him to sue his parents and others for taking 42.5% of his pre-tax earnings. Price then mentioned fleeing the scene because she worried about her own health, saying, "I don't want to be traumatized right now." Adding to this suspicion, Price did not accompany Coleman to the hospital and later made the decision to take him off life support, despite Coleman's wishes to be kept alive for 2 weeks in the case of a catastrophic event. Coleman's former girlfriend, Anna Gray, is quoted in the documentary saying, "I think Price's action speaks volumes, and I don't have to say much more than that." The most damning evidence against Price was her jaw-dropping decision to sell a photo of Coleman on his deathbed. The friends slammed it in the show as one of the most deprived acts I've ever perpetrated on another human being in my life. While there is no concrete evidence to prove Price played a direct role in Coleman's death, the documentary leaves viewers questioning the official story and wondering if once loved child star ever met a far murkier end. Listen, the 911 call has me raising my eyebrows. Okay, the fact that she didn't go to the hospital with him, The fact that she showed a picture of him on his deathbed, the fact that she knew that he had wishes of not having the plug pulled and she pulled it. Shannon, I'm giving you the side eye. Felicia, what are your thoughts?
She said it. She thought, she believed, she felt he wasn't worth it.
Oh my God.
That's what she said.
Mm.
So if you're not valued, you're not loved, you're not cared for, something happens, and the one person who's there or the stranger who's there, or you don't get the help that you need. I want to trust and believe in that call, but there was something, I found it so odd that she said he was standing up and trying to walk around. I was confused. First, there wasn't anything she could do at the bottom of the steps, and then she's beyond the bottom of the step, and then he was, according to her, he was standing up and she's demanding that he sit down. I don't know what happened there, but I know that's what she said, that he was not worth it. And he got no care. And she made decisions based on what she felt his value was. And that's unfortunate. I'm done.
Thank you, Felicia. In my opinion, your thoughts?
That lady, she did it. Okay? I'm with him. When you fall down the steps, you fall head first. So I don't know how you bumped the back of your head falling down the steps unless she pushed him down the steps. Then he might have had a bump on the back of his head. But I ain't never seen nobody fall down the steps and they get the back of their head, but not the front. I ain't never seen it.
I appreciate you in my opinion. Where I'm giving her the side eye is the fact that she claimed it was too much blood, so she didn't want to see anything. But
she said she had blood on her.
Well, that was once she went down there allegedly with the towel and all of this other stuff, right? But she said she couldn't go, she couldn't look, she couldn't help because it was so much blood. But yes, she knew the wound was in the back of the head. Make that make sense. Then they tell her put pressure on the wound. She said, I can't do nothing for him. But she goes and yells down the stairs, Gary. She said he wasn't with it. But she yelling down the stairs for Gary to put pressure on his own wound. Where they do that? Where
it sounded like she was rumbling through papers. She wasn't nowhere near them steps, okay? She was in the room going through his papers trying to find the wheel.
That part. Where you know a victim that they not with it, but you want to yell down the stairs, he answering you to put pressure on his own wound. That thing was a hot mess. Then you don't go to the hospital with him because you had to go save your own mental health. Then you pull the plug, and then you couldn't help him because it was too much blood. But when she told you to go find a towel, you said, okay, I'll go look for a towel. I'll see what I can find. Wayne, your thoughts?
This is the most loveless companion I've ever seen. I came in on the end of when she was talking. Mm-hmm. This woman is a bona fide liar. I could tell it in her voice. I think she didn't plan this. And see, this would happen when you marry somebody that don't love you and don't really want you.
Whew.
Stevie Wonder could have seen that. What in the hell did she want with Gary Coleman other than his money? The man was sick. I think he had kidney problems throughout the years. If she really loved him, it wouldn't matter what. She'd have been doing whatever the dispatcher was telling her to do to try to save his life. She did absolutely nothing. And what a better cover up than to pull the plug so nobody else can tell the story. Because if he came to, he would probably mumble something or whatever. And I'm surprised that forensics wasn't called in. If they did, they didn't, because you can tell the trajectory of somebody's fall, what's gonna hurt them. I saw one where the woman, he said his wife fell down the steps and met her demise. And when they was talking to him, he said, I told her about wearing those shoes. I told her about wearing those shoes. But all up on the side of the wall was blood stains where, like somebody, and forensics said you did it. So I'm surprised all this wasn't taken care of. But then when I see who he married, I'm not surprised. Now his little bit of wealth he got is gone to the other side. Ain't no wealth coming down on his side of the road, if he got any descendants. That's it.
I appreciate you. Dustin, you're up.
Can you hear me, Diva?
Yes.
I want to say that this whole situation makes me very emotional, and it's very sad. Everybody has a life to live, and it shouldn't be cut short for something like this. It's a very sad situation, Diva. That's all I got to say.
I appreciate you. Katrina, you're up.
Well, let's just start it this way. He started off as a young child actor. His family members took his money. Parents took his money. He had to become a security guard. And I think he became a little angry because from what they said that he was really abusing this woman. So I don't know if she took the chance to just get rid of him because you already know that he suffered from a kidney disease, the reason why he would never, get as tall as he was. But hopefully she didn't off him for the money or whatsoever. But they used to say that he was a very little angry person. But that still don't give nobody no reason to do what they did to him. So hopefully they'll get to the bottom of it and we'll see what happens from there.
I
That's
appreciate
it,
you.
Diva.
Okay. He could be angry all he want. She knew about his anger issues and all his problems before she walked down that aisle and said, I do. But, all I can say is it's a hot mess. And we're going to see how this thing pans out. I will also say this, documentaries are the downfall of many. The downfall of many. So I'm waiting to see when 50 does this documentary on Diddy. The documentary is what finally took R. Kelly down. That documentary got the people moving, and it took R. Kelly down. He behind bars now because of the surviving R. Kelly documentary. So time will tell, and we shall see. We're going to go ahead and roll into this last story. This Fatman Scoop. Okay, let me just go ahead and share a screen. The sad thing about it is only 53, young. Fatman Scoop, famed hip hop hype man, dead at 53. So Isaac Freeman III, aka Fatman Scoop, has died after the iconic musician collapsed on stage Friday night. And then, many people wrote out, it is with the heaviest of hearts I announce the passing of Isaac Freeman III, known professionally as Fatman Scoop. You taught me how to be the man I am today. I love you, Scoop. Thank you so much for everything you gave to me. Scoop's tour manager broke the sad news when he said, the Grammy winner, I'm honestly lost for words. You took me all over the world and had me performing alongside you on some of the biggest and greatest stages on this planet. The things you taught me have truly made me the man I am today. Thank you so much. I love you. Okay, so that's a picture of Fatman Scoop, born June 8th, 1971, and passed on August 30th, 2024. The Reminisce Festival, where Scoop was set to perform September 7th, also posted on Instagram saying, it is with our deepest sorrow that we at Reminisce have received the devastating news of the tragic passing of the legendary Isaac Freeman III, known to us all as Fatman Scoop. The loss has left us all heartbroken. And okay, I read that message to you. Not long after the family released a statement, which in part said he was the laughter in our lives, a constant source of support, unwavering strength, and courage. Now, this is going to show you where he said something, and then seconds later, he passed out, and then unfortunately, he did not make it. So I'm going to play this.
Indecisive about the vibe imaginable.
You better give it up for Fatman Scoop right now. Hands and make some noise! Yeah. I said, hands and make some noise! Yeah. Wait up. If you came to party, make some noise.
It seems like even a few seconds before he was saying struggle, like he was losing breath or whatever. TMZ broke the news that the legendary hip hop hype man was performing at Town Center Park in Hamden, Connecticut, when he appeared to suffer a medical emergency. That is him there. Horrifying video shows Scoop collapse mid-performance. The icon worked with a ton of big names in hip-hop over the years, collabing with the likes of Missy Elliott, Mariah Carey, and Jermaine Dupri, just to name a few. And Missy Elliott, prayers for Fatman Scoop family for strength during this difficult time. Fatman Scoop voice and energy have contributed to many songs that made the people feel happy and want to dance for over 2 decades. Your impact is huge and will never be forgotten. Following his collapse and being rushed to the hospital, Hamden Mayor Lauren Garrett asked fans to please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. That is him in 2010, and that's Usher. We are out to Scoop's agent for more information. So far, no word back. There's another video where he actually talked about his health, talked about, how, not eating right is not good. On that stage, they actually started to pray for him. And the other guys that were there at the show with him, very big guys. I'm saying that to say, guys, that, yeah, he was gasping for breath. Wonder if he had a heart attack. Yes, it probably was something, but he also talked about having a health problem and how, people, I guess, was like giving him money for one thing. He said he had to use some of the money for his medication, but he was going to pay that money back. It's very unfortunate. 53, we all have to be mindful and take care of ourselves. You can't work yourself to death. You got to eat right. And nothing's wrong with enjoying your favorites every now and then. You just can't be eating fried chicken and biscuits and gravy every single day. May he rest in peace. Condolences to his family. And let this be a lesson to all of us, is that we really have to take care of ourselves. Felicia, your thoughts?
This is just sad and tragic, and condolences to the family. I don't know if does he have children? I
believe he does, Felicia. I know there's an ex-wife. Like you said, it's just tragic and sad. And like I said, there's a video out there where he recently just talked about his health and, things he was going through. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much all I have to say, Diva.
I appreciate you. I'm totally understand.
A bit much, yeah.
Yeah. Katrina, you're up.
Yes, I'm with Felicia. That's totally sad. Black people got to know high blood pressure, diabetes, everything is eating us up. You just have to check your cholesterol counts. You have to stay on top of your health, because the high price of pharmaceutical drugs and going to the doctors and stuff takes a toll on your body. So hopefully, it's just sad. It didn't happen so quickly. It's just sad. And condolences to the family. That's all I got.
Yeah, and this is his ex-wife, absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. It's just, this is so sad. 53, young, a year younger than me. Very sad. Dustin, you're up. Wayne, I'll go to you.
Okay, there you go.
No, go ahead, Wayne. You're up.
Okay. I know there's, a point in time for, people to pass away. But sometimes deaths like these are just senseless.
Mm-hmm.
Just by a simple trip to the hospital, I mean, not the hospital, a checkup
Mm-hmm.
once every 6 months, a year. I told my doctor, I having to pick up a little part-time job, just, be doing some stuff. And I had an appointment. I told her what I was doing. And she said, do they have a defibrillator? I said, no, why? She said, why are you doing that kind of work with the medicine you take? She said, it's heart medicine. Why are you out there in the heat? I said, oh, I thought I could do it, knowing I ain't never done no kind of work like that. Not that I'm immune to it, but as far as in the careers I've had, I've never had to do anything like that. But just talking to your doctor, a lot of times, just your body gives you signs ahead of time. Most of the time, headaches, arm hurting, something hurting, but you just brush it off and think you can push through it. And a lot of times, just staying on top of your health is sad. 53 years old, his whole life ahead of him.
Yeah.
I mean, let this be, especially when you're out there doing strenuous work. It may not look strenuous, but moving around on the stage, talking, and I don't know, he rapping and stuff, that's on your health. Unless you're in real good health, you need to be on it. And a lot of these other singers are people going out there trying to, in their 50s, 60s, making a comeback or whatever. You ain't in your 20s no more. Your body don't bounce back like that. So may he rest in peace.
Yeah, may he rest in peace. So sad. They started actually praying for him once he had fell, because they was doing CPR on the scene, before the paramedics got there. But I thought it was nice, like all of his people, they took a moment and everybody was just there praying, like, touch him, save him, or whatever the case may be. But like we said, unfortunately, he did end up like losing his life. Just a very sad story. I want to roll right into, guys, because it's late. I want to roll right into, I'm not going to call it a feel-good story, but it's an informational story. There's this movie out called The Supremes. I think they mentioned what platform it's on. It's not about the Supremes, but it's about a sisterhood. And I think it's a movie we should all check out and probably watch to support. There are some names in there that we know. Let me just find it. Here we go. Let's take a listen.
With the 3 stars of the Supremes at Earl's All You Can Eat, a love story about 3 best friends who stick together through thick and thin. Now, let's take a look at a moment from the movie.
It's hot as hell up in here.
It's November, Odette.
Can't nobody be hot in November.
I told you, you're going through the change.
Y'all might be about to turn 50, but my uterus is still 22.
Oh, your uterus about to beat you into the next century.
That's right.
Are we telling you you're going through early menopause?
Mm-hmm. Well, the Supremes are here. Uzo Aduba, Anjanu, Ellis Taylor, and Sanaa Lathan. Thank you all for coming here this morning.
Thank you for having us.
I think this movie just really captures that sisterhood, that tribe that we all have. Anjanu, let me begin with you. Tell us about this love story that you say is between friends.
Yeah, I think, we have a canon of movies that are about, romantic relationships between men and women, women and women, men and men. But we don't give enough time and space to the romances that happen between women. They will be there when the hookups are gone, when the spouses are gone, when the husbands and wives are gone. Who do you have to pick up the pieces with you, your friends?
Yeah, that's right. It's all about that friendship.
It can
that
be like a
is
different
described.
kind of soulmate. I believe those kind of friends, those lifelong friends that become like sisters, you know?
Yeah, they're the ones encouraging you, certainly through those hard breakups. But tell me about, I guess with all of your characters, what do you love most about your character? How would you describe your character in one word?
Oh, wow. Barbara Jean, Barbie, as we call her. I would say I can't do one word. She's a hot mess, but then she's a survivor. You know, she goes through a lot, but she comes through it.
And for you?
Oh, I would say that for my character, Clarice, I think she's resilient. You know, even if she finds herself in the storm, she finds her way to battle back through it.
And how about for you, Anshul?
Rock. She's a rock.
She sure is, yeah.
Being that pillar.
Yes.
You know, the movie follows these three best friends for over 4 decades. It was from the 50s to 1999, and there were a lot of fashion trends in this. Did you guys have any favorites? What were your favorite moments?
I liked seeing the young girls in the 50s, the 60s.
So cute. Yeah.
The 90s wasn't that, look, the 90s wasn't that
I don't know about the 90s.
That brown pencil. The brown pencil was having a moment.
Yes,
Lip pencil
exactly.
in the 90s.
So, did you guys learn anything from your characters?
Oh, wow.
Definitely.
I'm seeing a head nod, yes?
Yeah, I would say that I learned to never sacrifice your dreams in Hull. You know, I think this character that I played, Clarice, she gave up so much of herself for others without having any really poured back into her, or the same poured back into her. And I think holding on to your dreams is important.
That's a good takeaway for now.
Yeah.
Holding on to your dreams no matter what.
Yeah.
Anjanu, how about for you?
Odette was always self-sacrificing. And sometimes you have to feed yourself in order to be able to be someone who is going to be that rock. So I learned that maybe I need to do a little something with that, you know? Feed myself a little bit.
And for you, Sana?
And Barbara Jean, she was one of these people who had so much trauma in her life. And what I love about her is, yes, she got knocked down to her knees, but she kept her heart open and she keeps a positive spirit and she let her friends lift her up.
You know, this is about the Supremes, this just wonderful friendship. Have you guys actually found friendship outside of this movie?
You know, we're all so busy, but yes, I love these ladies. We are, you know, all so different, but we all share a love of theater and acting. And, you know, one of the reasons why I even signed on to this is because of these two ladies. I am such a fan of both of their works. They are supreme, no pun intended, supreme actresses. So it was such a treat. And yeah, we definitely.
Nice. That's good to know. Well, so let me ask you this. You were at the Democratic National Convention.
Yeah.
You were there speaking. What was that like for you?
It was an absolute joy. It was, first of all, a true honor, but then the experience of feeling the energy and this not only camaraderie, but also the patriotism and hope returning, as our First Lady, Michelle Obama, stated, feeling that comeback. I think we've needed that. And I think that's true also with this film. You know, there's a joy and a warmth in this that I think has been missing for some time. And it's exciting to feel that come alive again.
Yeah. I think we're craving that heart, right? We need that heart.
That's it.
In this country.
We certainly do. Joy is always a good thing, is it not?
Yes.
Well, this is #1 on Hulu, right?
Yes.
#1. Let's list it off.
All right.
And if you haven't seen it, go check it out. You can see the Supremes at Earl's All You Can Eat on Hulu right now.
I thought that was just great to show. I'm definitely going to watch it. Listen, guys, I appreciate y'all spending a little late night with me. Thanks for being here. And y'all know the routine. If you didn't hit that like button on the way in, hit the like button on the way out. Good night and goodbye, everybody.